What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, plant-based. Again, I'm pretty sure you figured that out though from the setting. But today I want to talk about some philodendrons. Both of my philodendrons are from Bloomscape. I have a Brazil and I have one that is not doing so well, and it is the Philodendron Prince of Orange. So what happened was I got both of these and it's doing horrible. I'm so embarrassed. I got both of these plants in October. I ordered the Brazil and I feel like it was probably just really busy because I got a Prince of Orange, and yeah, I just contacted Bloomscape and they just sent me out a Brazil. This is the one I wanted. This is the one I got. So I got a free plant, but it's not doing well. I would love to say that I got a free plant and it's thriving and it's one of my favorite plants. This is not one of my favorite plants. Maybe that's why it's dying. I don't think so, because to be honest, I've pretty much done everything I can do to try to keep this thing alive. Again, I got it in October and I feel like it's pretty much been doing bad since. Like, I've lost a leaf on this plant regularly. They just turn yellow and they go. I have quarantined this plant. I do not keep it where my other plants are. When I first got it, it got a decent amount of sunlight. I did not put it in direct sunlight and it got a decent amount of humidity. I don't think I'll overwater this thing either, because as we all know, I underwater. I underwater because I am fearful of root rot. This leaf is huge and I love this leaf. Like, I kind of fell in love with the plant when I did get it, even though it was not the plant that I ordered. Like, I love, my hands are huge and look at that. Maybe that's why I like this plant. But I didn't really want this plant. I kept seeing it and then I accidentally got it. Did not want it, but when I got it, I definitely did think that it was beautiful. One by one, leaves just began to turn yellow and to fall off. This one has turned, well, I guess it started to turn yellow and then it's browning. This did have a good number of leaves before it got like this. I tried to cut off the yellow parts on this one. This one is probably my best leaf right now, because it has very little, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm definitely not over watering it. I let this dry out. Maybe I shouldn't, but this pot is so big to me that it's kind of difficult for me to gauge when it's time to water it, because like deep down, I do have a moisture meter. I feel like it's probably about time to water it now though. I do have a moisture meter and I usually go by that, but nothing is working. I have done the peroxide in the soil thing, and then just yesterday I sprayed it with some alcohol. So this is probably going to end up being a fail. It looks like I have new stuff coming up. Maybe it'll survive since I did spray it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. It does not seem to have any bugs on the leaves, but I feel like it might just have a disease. Or if anyone has any recommendations or any tricks or tips that might help me with this one, because I would love to revive it. I think this plant is beautiful. If I'm able to revive it, I will be happy about it. And I've seen some amazing Prince of Oranges, but this is what mine is looking like right now. Not so good. It's sad, you know, if you get a free plant, it's like, hey, I got a free plant. I have more plants than, you know, I felt like it was a blessing, but the plant is not doing well. So maybe it wasn't, but this is a plant that I ordered. This is a Philodendron Brasil. That is a philodendron too, but it's a different kind of don't know that I'll buy any more philodendrons besides the Brazil. I think I kind of want the silver stripe, but we will see. It looks like a normal, regular Philodendron Brasil with the little lime green stripes throughout the leaves. This is, again, from Bloomscape in the, I love these pots. I think this is the, I can't remember what color this is, but I'll link it below. I'll link both plants below. If they still have the Prince of Orange, I don't think they do though. This one is doing pretty well for me. I love how thick it is up top. I'm just waiting for it to trail. So I got this in October, and this is probably my longest vine. It is vining. I find that this does grow a lot. I read an article about this plant and how it was just a beast when it came to growing, and I haven't seen a ton of growth from this plant. I've seen a ton of new growth. To me, it doesn't look too much different from when I first got it, but I do love it. What I love about the Philodendron Brasil as opposed to like a pothos, even though I love my pothos, I love what the leaves feel like. The Philodendron Brasil leaves feel really like soft and moisturized, if that makes sense. And I love the variegation. Like, I am one who loves some variegation. Like the pothos, it's soft, but it's more, I don't know. Like, this leaf feels more delicate than that one. But anyway, I did have this plant in full sun. I know that you don't need to have this in full sun. The article that I read, somebody kept it in like a bathroom that didn't even have much light, and it was fine. It does get a lot of humidity. This is one I make sure she gets humidity, basically because I feel like if I don't give it to her, the texture of the leaves or the leaf will change. And that's like one of my favorite things about this one. And I definitely let this one dry out like completely before I watered it. I did just water it. And the other thing I want to say is I fertilized this through the winter. Yeah, not too much different about the Brasil. It's definitely growing. I just don't think it's growing that fast for me. And the leaves are getting bigger. There's like new growth here, new growth here, new growth here, new growth here. And I use that fertilizer that it's actually like I pull all my plants out of the window, and usually this is one of the plants that I tend to lose leaves, but it's not a big deal. Like, I don't get nervous about it, as opposed to like you lose a leaf on this and like it could, you know, it just looks like you lost half the plant. I pray to God. I'm so dramatic. I hope I'm able to revive this plant though. It looks like I will be able to because I got 2 new things coming up, but I don't know what's going on with the leaves. Maybe it's root rot. I definitely did not, and I probably should have, but I don't overwater. But yeah, I let this one dry out before I water it again. I definitely fertilized it through the winter. I give it a good amount of humidity. I give it a good amount of light, but I will say that now that I have pulled it out of the window, it seems to be doing better than it was in full light. So maybe I'll just keep it out of the window. Yeah, that's my Philodendron Brasil. I will leave links to both of these plants in the video. I will leave links to both of these plants in the description box, and I will see you guys in the next video.